In this video, I'll show you how to use use case or how to create use case in PlantUML. Now, use case are basically used to define a scenario before building any application. So, use case has actors, use case has use cases, and then you connect the use cases with an actor and show how the world or reacts to a specific actor's behavior for a specific business process scenario. Now, to start with, I'll just show you VS Code. Now here in VS Code, I have installed PlantUML extension, and then I have installed Java within my system, and that's why I'll be able to run the PlantUML code and see the diagram. So to start with, on the folder, I'll just say usecase.puml. So I'm creating a simple file, usecase.puml, and over here, I'll be able to create the use case. So let's start defining the use case. So first, to start with, we need to have that syntax. So start UML, just type in start UML, make use of IntelliSense, and then name your use case whatever you want. So use case, and then end UML, IntelliSense comes up, use that, and this is your simple use case diagram. So to start with, we'll just start adding simple things like maybe a an actor. So I'll just call it as an actor. Say maybe M365 admin, and then I have another actor, which is the CEO, and then I have another actor, which is maybe site engineer. I can refer this as SE because if this name is Speck, I can refer them as something else, and then I can use them. Or maybe I'll just call it as for CEO as C, and M365 admin as MA. Okay, so I'm going to refer this in the different use cases over here. Now I have some case, I'll just call it as create users, create group, and I will just do a right click preview. Now I'll preview this use case. So I've created three actors and I've created two uh, use cases. So this is how it looks like. Now, if I want to make it look pretty, I'll just call it as skin, rows, and then, and I can add a footer. So I'll just add a skin, rows, and I will add a footer writing something about copyright 2026 all by Girish Uppal. So I can write a footer for my use case. So I'll just preview the diagram. Let me unzoom it a bit. Yeah. So we have a footer. Uh, and as you see, I tried applying skin rows, but then it didn't apply. So we cannot technically use that. We can use it, but then sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So maybe let's start using the theme. So I have a theme and I'll call it as a blueprint. Now, before you write a theme, you just prefix it with a exclamation mark, and then you preview it. So the blueprint theme will be applied to your entire use case. So you can have multiple themes. Now I've already covered a separate video on themes. You can have a look into that. And this is how your use case will look like. Now we haven't established any specific relationship. We can add multiple use cases, views, report, or just a view, reports, and I'll just type in view, dashboard, and addresses, ticket, sets priority, and I will just try to link this. Okay, now create users. Now if you see who creates users, maybe M365 admin creates users, so I need to establish that relationship. So I'll just say MA links with create users. Now every time I'm referring to this create users, I need to use this notation. So MA is linked to creating that user. So Microsoft 365 admin create users. Now you may need to type in this big piece of code. And if you want to say MA is, then again, maybe create a group. So I'll just say create group. And then you should be able to see the linkages between M365 admin, create users, and create group. Create users, create group. Now, all good, but what if we want to use some notation? Like, say, instead of every time I write create users, I'll just say create users as CU and create as CG. And instead of this, I will just say CU and CG. So even this is valid. You'll not see any change because it should work as it is. So create user as CU, create group as CG as an alias, and then you are establishing that relationship between the users and the use case. Now we can group the activity. So let me use a rectangle and I'll call this as M365 tasks and put a curly braces, and I will put this use case under that. I will put this use case under this. Okay. And now I have a rectangle which talks specifically about M365 task, and the actor accordingly interacts with this. So rectangle M365 task. So like that, you can group the task. So I think something is wrong over here. So I'll just say create users as CU, create group as CG. Now, why something is wrong is because you are establishing a relationship before than creating the use case. So this should come always after the rectangle is created. So let me remove all the white spaces over here. We have just did some sort of a uh, alignment between our relationship and the use cases and the actor definition. So once you do that, you should be able to see a rectangle with M365 task. M365 admin is has an arrow pointing to create group, create users. Now you can do some other things as well. Now let me remove the theme. So I'll just comment the theme. So I'll just put a single quotes and then the theme will be commented. And then you should be able to see the default use case template. Now, okay, this is black and white. Now, if I want to add some color, so say take for example, M365 admin creates a users. So M365 admin creates a user. So this is that link, right? Now here, I will say, or maybe an actor like M365 admin. This is an actor M365. I want to add, say, let me add another actor. Okay, I'll just call it as actor. Say D365 admin, and here for the actor, I will say I want uh, something over here. So actor D365 admin, and I'll put a hash and I'll say always this line should be maybe red and semicolon line dotted. So line dotted. Similarly, I can copy this and say what I've done over here. I said line is red or blue or whatever color and the line is dotted. Or maybe I can put for M365 admin line as maybe blue and line dotted. So let me preview it and see. If there is a syntax error, you can just again troubleshoot and see what's going on. Now for this actor, I've said that, oh, M365 admin is this actor. It is dotted, see, dotted. And D365 admin is red color and dotted. Similarly, for the use cases, like you have address tickets. Now I can again do the same thing for the use cases as well. So I can just copy this and say this one should be line should be maybe pink, and line dotted, and this one sets priority line should be maybe yellow. Save it, preview the current diagram. So what I'm trying to do and show to you that there are various color combinations, line combinations which we can use to make it look different. Like say address is ticket. Now the line is pink and it is dotted. Now if we remove this, then the dotted thing will go away and the line is yellow. Okay, so I'll just preview it. And now you see the line as a solid line and yellow color, and this is red color. So you can play around with your use cases like that. All right, so now let's establish some other relationship like CEO. Now CEO interacts with maybe creating a dashboard, right? So view reports, view dashboard. So I'll just call it VR and view dashboard as VD. CEO view the report, CEO view the dashboard. I can create my own rectangle and then I can define it accordingly as well. Okay. Now, something is wrong because the syntax is incorrect. So if you encounter these things, just fix up the syntax and then move ahead. So CVR, CVDO. So CEO view the report, CEO view the dashboard, and then you should see the linkages. CEO report, view dashboard. You can put it in a rectangle like how you put in M365 task, and then it will work accordingly. Now, CEO view the dashboard and view the report. Now, instead of this, if I just say CEO view the report and just put up, okay, and I'll put an dash over here and view it. So you can put the keyword up, you can put the keyword down. Now, as you see, CEO view the report. Now it has always come as up. And view dashboard, if you want this to be, say, maybe down, and now this has come down. So basically with up and down you can align how the use cases basically looks like. Okay, so you have complete control over here, and you can again put it into the rectangle, you can put it into a particular block and then get all this thing sorted. Now that's all I wanted to show you from a use case perspective. Like you can create a use case, you can create an actor, you can connect it, you can put it under a rectangle, you can play around with the color of the actor, you can put a dotted line, you can put a solid line, and even for the use case over here, like we have just marked it as in a pink color or in a yellow color, so you can do that. So you can play around with all those color combination, you can even add a footer, and you can even put it in a blueprint as a theme. So I've just enabled the theme, and now if you preview the theme, this theme will the blueprint theme will be applied, and you will see all those changes which you have applied in a different theme. But you need to make sure that whatever color you use does not conflict with the theme. Now this blue color is conflicting, you're not able to see this actor correctly, you can go ahead and make those changes, and then your report will be ready. And anyways, if you want to run this and download this report, you can just export the current diagram, put it in PNG, and then you go in a VS Code, and in the out, once you see the symbol like, okay, view report, succeeded report. So in the out folder, you can see use case one.png, and this is the diagram we just generated. So it has outputted the PNG format, and you can use that within your project report or any document which you create, like a business requirement document, and save this file. So that's it, folks. This is all about creating a use case in Plant UML. Thanks for watching.